Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Vormithrax and this is episode 35 in our Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead playthrough. This is our prison escape series, and I've in between episodes done what I mentioned at the end of last episode, and that is I ferried the rest of our materials from our farmhouse down south up to our base here. Took me 2 or 3 more trips to get everything up here. I left behind some of the bulk materials like 2x4s and rags. Those I can easily acquire closer to home here. But everything else got relocated, so I haven't sorted everything into new piles yet. It's all just sitting right here in this one space. So this just goes on and on and on and on. It's a pretty big pile now. I did sort the food out into its own pile. That's the only thing I've sorted so far. I'll finish sorting the piles up later. But I sorted the food mainly so that I could cook with no problem. So right now, our vehicle has got 70% battery, 75% of unfiltered water, and 22% clean water. So by putting the food here, I'm close enough to our hot plate that I can actually cook from this position. You can see here that it notes that the hot plate is available for 6 charges, and I also have access to the water that's stored in the RV. So just by having my food here outside the door, I'm close enough to that hot plate and the water supply in the vehicle that I can cook with no problem right here. So that's perfect setting. And I'll sort the rest of these items out into various piles around this in this 3x3 grid when I get a chance. But for now, we're going to leave them just the way they are. The only other thing I did was I did also bring the solar car up, so it's now parked right here just southeast or southwest of our RV. So one of our projects is going to be to pull that car apart and install all the solar panels on the RV. So I'm going to hold off on that until we get some more skill ups done. We've got a lot of reading to do, and food is still one of our big issues. So I want to go on a food run. And the first place we're going to try to do that is right over here. I had marked a spider basement right here. I cannot remember how many spiders we killed or if we cleared it, but that's going to be our goal for now. So we need to get outfitted for spider hunting. And to do that, we want to make sure our feet and legs have really good protection, even if they're over encumbered. It's still going to be valuable, and it'll render us nearly immune to the spider damage if we get those. And I think our hands and arms, I can't remember. It used to be I would just really stack up my feet and leg and protection, and I'd be relatively immune. But I think the last time I went and fought spiders, they were hitting my hands or arms. I can't remember now, but we'll check everything real quick. So we've got our backpack on, our turnout coat, and that's pretty much it. The turnout coat's providing all of our torso protection, which is decent, 10-6. That's pretty close to giving us immunity that we need, but you can see our torso encumbrance is 51. That's pretty high. So we're going to do something about that. Head, we can't do much. The firefighter helmet and the balaclava is pretty much all we've got with the hood. Arms is just the turnout coat again, 10-6 protection. It is 100% coverage, which is great, so that will negate most of the hits. And ooh, flame-resistant gloves is all we've got on our hands. Alright, that we definitely need to take care of. So that's not good enough. So we're going to look for gloves, and we're going to clear up our torso encumbrance. For our legs, we've got the turnout trousers and the knee pads. Knee pads only have 30% coverage, so they're only effective 30% of the time, but they give 8-8 protection for no encumbrance, so I have no problem wearing them. They're basically free. And again, 10-6 is pretty good. Anything else I would throw on there would encumber us pretty bad, but we may take a look, see what we've got in our list. And we've got the steel-toed boots, which is really good foot protection with some socks. So we do need to take a look at a few things. Let's do it this way, and that way we can sort it by the category here. Scroll down to our clothing and armor, see what we've got. Oh, one of the things I was going to do and I forgot was I was going to visit the pond when I was pulling all the filthy clothing out, and I forgot to do that. So I'll have to toss all that into cart and go down to the pond and clean up all this filthy gear. Let's see here. Don't really have a lot. We got work gloves. I'm going to take a look at that. So let's set this to our inventory. We'll pull the work gloves. We'll pull the glove liners. So that's what we're going to look at for our hands. And for our torso, I don't have a lot of good choices for the torso over and above the turnout coat. Alright, so let's take off flame-resistant gloves. We're going to wear... Actually, let's compare these. So we're going to do capital I, Shift I, so we can do a comparison between two items. I want to look at the work gloves and the flame-resistant gloves. So, oops, I forgot I can't move the mouse when I do this, but alright, so these two. So we got 5/5 protection on the work gloves. 20 encumbrance is the problem. Lots of encumbrance. But you get the additional protection factor. I think what I'll do is I'm going to take them with me, and if I see the spiders hitting my hands, then I will... Oh, you can wear these together. The flame-resistant gloves are close to the skin layer, whereas the work gloves are normal layer. So they're not going to conflict layering, it's just the encumbrance value you've got to worry about. So I'm cool with that, though. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's do the flame-resistant gloves and the work gloves. We'll just toss the glove liners back on the pile. And I've already got a flame-resistant hood on. Alright, let's look at this flame-resistant suit. So it's torso, arms, and legs close to the skin. Yeah, I think that would be useful. So let's go ahead and wear the flame-resistant suit. And we are going to go grab the cart, bring it back over here. And into the cart, I am going to drop... let's see, the backpack. I've still got carrying capacity, so that's good. How did that help? So that gets us down to 43 torso. Also going to drop in the submachine gun. That's strapped to our torso. Now how are we doing? We're down to 38. That's getting better. I don't think there's much else I can do. I can take off the binoculars. They're not really adding much of anything. Yeah, 2 encumbrance with no overlap. Actually, no. Yeah, no overlap. That's strapped. That's around the waist. That's worn over clothes, and that's worn next to the skin. So I could actually put a standard clothing layer item on without conflicting, but that would still add its normal encumbrance. So I think we're going to go with what we've got. Let's make sure the suit gets inside the coat. Alright, so 10-6, and then 2-2. So that gets us to 8-12 protection. They're both 100%, so they'll always provide their protection factor. So 8-12 is pretty good. That will render us mostly immune to standard zombie attacks. I think an occasional crit might do some damage to us, but all their normal hits should be stopped for the most part. They might get a high-end damage hit through, but that will do pretty well. Alright, and I'm okay with the 38 torso encumbrance. So head, like I said, we're not going to do much with. And encumbrance on the head doesn't mean anything, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Mouth encumbrance is not something to worry about. We're actually running hot on a number of our locations, so we're going to have to watch that. Yeah, our arms and legs are running warm, probably because of... Well, it's just the turnout coat, really. Alright, but again, the flame-resistant suit combo with the turnout coat has boosted up our protection. And now we've got 5 and 2, so we've got 7 and 7 on our hands. That's respectable. Legs are good. And we can't do much with our feet beyond the steel-toed boots. Alright, I think we're good to go. So, let's take a look real quick, just make sure. Forked spear, I'd like to get repaired, but I can't at the moment. I don't have the welding gear set up yet. And I do have my makeshift welder. Let's go ahead and grab the makeshift welder. Reload it, and see if it lets me apply it in the dark here. Yeah, I can't see to craft. Alright, let go of that. Fix. Alright, do it this way. Turn on dome light. And apply the welder to the forked spear. Repeat, repeat, repeat. And autosave is kicked in. Alright, and we have now made it extra sturdy. That actually increased the damage by a point. So, if I remember right, I believe it's gone up from 17 to 18. And it's also got an extra durability point, so it'll take more damage before it gets destroyed. Alright, so, whoops, make sure I turn off that dome light. Okay, so that should put our spear in good condition for this fight. Our gear is in good condition, the ones I care about. Got the Glock for backup. We've got the Thompson submachine gun in the cart. We won't be able to take the cart down into the basement with us, but it'll just sit right on top of the basement steps as a unloading point. Need to drop the welder back off again. Alright, lighter, flashlight, bunch of cash cards, and all the normal stuff. Gonna need some more lock picks here pretty soon. Have to remember to build those. Alright. Let's also grab some kind of food and water. Not carrying any with me. Oh yeah, food's down here. Take some bologna I can chew on. I don't have much in the way of prepped food right now. I just got everything relocated, so I've got a bunch of canned and dried goods that I'd rather not use. So we'll just chew on some bologna and some bacon and meat jerky. That should do for that. And then we need something to drink. That's not clean water. I don't really have much here to drink. Yeah, it's just unclean stuff. Let's hop over to the subway right here and see if there's any drinks left in the... Alright, let's grab... remember here. Alright, no dietary restrictions on this guy. Oops, wrong one again. Alright, grab me some orange juice. Sure. Let's just grab them all for now. I'm low supply anyway. Oh, would have been nice to have noticed the bottle of apple cider was rotten before I bought it. And so's the fruit juice and orange drink. Alright, fine, be that way. Let me buy rotten stuff without telling me it's rotten. Oh, we're full and slaked. Alright. Alright, that should give me enough. So, we got some food and water items. Tiny bit of carrying capacity on us. But what we'll do is we'll kill everything in the basement that I want to kill, and then unload items, and we'll grab some more backpacks to take with me. So we'll take 2 more backpacks with me, and we'll load those backpacks onto us when we want to actually grab all the meat. And do I have... what am I using to butcher with? I've got the hunting knife. Alright. Cool. We're all set. Let's go kill some spiders. Make sure safe mode is on. Alright. Nope. Next block over. Alright. I think that was... where was it? This room? Yeah. Alright. So we'll just park the cart right there above the stairs and go take a look. I cannot remember what condition we left this place in. So I do still see egg sacs, and there's some spiders. So we killed a few and looted them or harvested them, but we left some, so good. Alright. Safe mode back off, and I'm going to let this guy swing at me a bit. I want to see if he can hit me. Alright, he went after my torso, so they are hitting other locations. They're not specific to my feet and legs. Go ahead and start puncturing here. 2 shots got him, great. And, oops, no. Go ahead and take the time to get rid of all these webs. Not 100% certain you have to clear all the webs to find the items. Fantasy novel, coming of age novel, don't care. Like that there. I could not see that. An A-17 laser rifle. That must be the rare item, so that's why I've been clearing the webs. That did not show up as an item until I cleared the web. Then all of a sudden, bammo, a laser rifle laying on the ground. So, alright. Clear all the webs. Do I have the room for that? Let's read about it first. So, 40 charges of UPS per shot, so you've got to attach it to a UPS. Max range is 30. Base aim speed. I'll actually have to use this to get a feel for how good it is. Recommended strength for a burst is 9. Fairly low because it's just firing light. So it doesn't have a lot of recoil to deal with. Has both auto or semi-auto and auto fire modes. A state-of-the-art laser rifle developed by the R&D outfit Aerial Labs. Initial performance rivaled Rivtech's finest, with rumors flying about corporate skullduggery. Though the Cataclysm put that on the ash heap of history, this weapon can still do the same to your foes. Alright, laser rifle. Now we just need a UPS and a way of charging it. And it's too heavy for me to carry. We'll just leave it there. See a couple of spiders in the area. So we'll deal with them. Notice how they're not getting through my protection. They're trying to hit me over and over again, but I'm dodging, blocking, and just absorbing all the damage on my armor. Wow, I'm missing a lot. Alright, let's, I'm going to shift that spider over so I can see that laser rifle. Alright, we'll keep clearing. I want to say there's usually just one item in a basement like that, but I could be wrong, or my info could be out of date, but I don't think I'm likely to find another item of that caliber just by clearing the webs. But we're going to do it just in case. And all I'm doing is smashing each direction to get rid of the webs. And occasionally accidentally stepping into them. What do you mean no hostile creature in reach? Guess that wasn't considered hostile until he started fighting me. And no, just a 3-liter glass jar with an egg sac and glass shards. Alright, I think that's every web in the basement. So it doesn't take a huge amount of time to clear, but you gotta be able to handle the spiders. Oops, one more. So it looks like the laser rifle was our premier item, so awesome to see that. I haven't had one of those, and I don't think I've ever had one of those and actually used one. Alright, let me rethink this now. So if I mess with the egg sacs, I'm going to say yes. So that just got the spider eggs. If I smash it, it goes away. Alright, that's what I expected to happen. A bunch of little spiders pop out. Little things are hard to hit. Pardon me while I sneeze. Okay. So grab those eggs. Nope. I want to get all the fighting done before I switch out my armor, or grab all those backpacks. Hope I'm getting skill ups for this. Man, that guy was hard to hit. Alright, these two are done. No more up here. Alright. So you can see the benefit of having the layered armor to a certain level. They just can't hit me. So immature solar spider hits your left arm, but your armor protects you. So they haven't hit me a single time I've been down here yet. So I got the numbers up high enough that I'm immune. Alright. I've probably got too much food down here now, so I'm going to leave the rest of these egg sacs for one last trip later. So let's go ahead and redo our gear. So we'll toss into here all the food items. And the Glock. Alright, and we're gonna wear... Oops. Alright, now we've got plenty of carrying capacity, so let's go ahead and get our butchering done. All to our inventory. And just... Alright, got all those. Not grabbing everything like I'm telling it to. Being a little annoying. Grab a laser rifle, leave that egg sack, grab the jar, and I think we're good. So, that got us not as much meat as I thought it would, but we've still got some egg sacs down here. I'm not going to mess with them because I can kill the spiders for the meat later and then also grab the egg sacs. The egg sacs will hold, and we can turn the egg sacs into powdered eggs, which we can then turn into regular eggs for cooking anytime later. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I don't know, there's about 20, 24 or so meat plus the spider eggs, 12 spider eggs, so pretty good haul. Go ahead and head up, grab our cart, and grab our cart and head on out of here. What I don't have is a preservation method, so I'm still, comes daytime. I'm still short on ability to preserve food. I'm really hesitant to build a drying rack and charcoal kiln and all that kind of stuff because I want to be more mobile. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do without having found a smoker yet. Yeah, no smoker yet. We'll be on the lookout for one of those to preserve our food. So, let's drop all the food items into our food pile. And we'll figure out what we're going to do with it. And I'm going to drop all of this stuff in there as well. And we've got it all in one spot. Alright, drop. Nope, keep that. Drop that. And... oops, thought I dropped all that stuff. What the heck? Oh, I had it set wrong. Drop to there. Alright, so the only things in the cart are the Glock with the spare mags and the submachine gun, so I'll need to refill that with our tools that we run around with. We've got that laser rifle, we'll drop that, don't have the ability to use it effectively yet. And we've got a big old pile of chunks of meat here. It's light now, let's see what we can do with our meat. Now it's telling me I can't reach the hot plate. Did I have a hot plate somewhere closer that I wasn't aware of that I was using earlier? Apparently. Alright, what's going on? Still got lots of charges there. I must have been using some kind of tool that's right up here in this pile. Find hot plate. No. What does it consider a hot plate in this pile? Reset. Where's the tools? Must have been using something in here. Not the food dehydrator. That'll pull out. Maybe we can dehydrate some of that meat. Not the oil lamp. Alright, what the hell was it using to cook the food earlier? I'm confused. I don't have anything in my inventory that would do it. Because I have the door closed? Yep, it's because I had the door closed. Apparently you've got to have the door open in order for it to have a clear line of sight to access the hot plate and the other items. So, alright, well I'm glad I figured that out. So, alright, back to this list then. So food, dry, we can do dry dehydrated meat because we've got the food dehydrator, which can also be used for turning these spider eggs into powdered eggs, which makes them basically, well I think, yeah, the spider eggs have no expiration anyway, so I'll have to look to see what the advantage here is. As spider eggs, they're minus 20 enjoyability. Well, that would be it by itself. Nobody likes to eat spider eggs. But we can turn them into powdered eggs, nobody will know. So we'll do a presto changeo magic trick on them, and we won't tell anybody what the eggs are made out of. Alright, so the next question then is just how many batteries do I have? So if we do find battery, 4,800, that's a pretty good amount, so... we're going to grab the dehydrator. And we'll grab 400 batteries. Alright, so food, dry, powdered eggs, batch. That's going to use 16 spider eggs. Spitter, zombie spotted. Stop crafting. Oh, damn it. He's coming right at me. Yes. Away from my vehicle and stuff. God damn bastard. Ugh. Unk. Not sure he could damage these things, but he might have with that acid pool. I'm a little fuzzy on how it handles those types of objects. But we took some damage on our feet because we had to stand in that acid pool for a short bit, so that wasn't good. Our steel toe boots are still in good condition, so fine, be that way, game. Let's try this again. Powdered eggs. Alright, so we got the powdered eggs now. Right there, 400 uses of powdered eggs. Whole fresh eggs dehydrated into an easy to store powder. So they'll last forever, and we have 400 portions. That's one of the really, really important reasons to go into those basements and kill the spiders. Just to get the spider eggs and then get some way of dehydrating or powdering them. So once you get them into powder egg format, it works pretty good. Now, if we go to this, and then that takes a full bird egg, but scrambled eggs we can use 10. So it takes 10 powdered eggs to make a single scrambled egg. So we have basically 40 scrambled eggs that we could cook up. That's 40 meals at 38 nutrition with 3 enjoyability, and there's actually 2 portions, so it's 38 times 2. So 40 times 38 times 2, whoever wants to do the math. So, huge amount of food value out of getting those powdered eggs out of those basements. So, and that doesn't even count the meat that you get from killing the spiders themselves. So, it's a really, really good source of food once you've got the armor and the weapons to deal with the spiders. So, and turnout gear is awesome for it. If you can get some turnout gear with just 1 or 2 other pieces of clothing on to beef it up slightly, you render yourself fairly immune to the spiders, and just takes a little bit to kill them. Okay, so we got the powdered eggs done. What else do we need to do? Let's do... oh, our dehydrator ran out of charges. We still have eggs? No, we're out of eggs as well. But the dehydrator's dry, so if I reload it, I can dehydrate some of that meat, and I do want to do that. So we're going to do food dehydrator, reload, back to the menu, dry, batch. This will take 16 of the chunks of meat, all of the dehydrator charges. And we've got 24 or so meat, so this will get a pretty good chunk of it. So we'll do this, and then we'll just make some regular food out of the rest of the meat that we're going to eat here over the next day before it goes bad. Hopefully we don't lose the light. Alright, so we did dehydrate it. Great. And now we've got 16 dehydrated meat. We'll just throw in the pile here with the eggs. And what else? Alright, so we can do soup, we can do jerky. That takes one chunk of meat, but it takes saline solution. I don't have a lot, and I don't have a salt source yet, so it's harder for me to preserve meat with the jerky method without the ready access to lots of salt. Let's do pelmeni. Takes flour, meat, and water. That's a good one. So delicious cooked dumplings consisting of meat filling wrapped in thin dough. How much can we make? Well, we can make a pretty good amount. 2 portions each, 48 nutrition. It's a full meal each time. And it lasts 2 days. So that would be 12 meals over 2 days. That's probably a good amount. And that would... flour's where we run out. Let's do 4 pelmeni with the chunks of meat and the regular water. And now we're standing out in the rain while we cook. And we failed to make the pelmeni, but we didn't waste any materials. Lovely. So, all the time was wasted, though. What's the level on pelmeni? The difficulty 3, skill level 3, so we should have gotten a good bump in our cooking experience. So we're at 59%. So we're going to repeat that recipe. Taking quite a while. We're gonna... Alright, we did successfully make it that time. So we went from 59% cooking to 87% cooking, just with that one batch of cooking. So, pretty good XP. Alright, what else can we make before we lose the sunlight here? I think I will make jerky out of the rest of this. I'm not using the saline solution for anything else. That'll use up the rest of the meat, so I think that'll be a good solution for it. Alright, and we successfully did it, and our cooking and our skill in cooking has gone up to 4. So we gained a level, we got a bunch of meat preserved, we got both jerky as well as dehydrated meat, and we've got some really good food to eat, the pelmeni to eat. So let's go ahead and have some pelmeni real quick. 1, 2, wow. It's going to take half of our pelmeni just to get us back to a full status. And we'll just drink from our van, our RV. Wow, we got pretty deep into the hunger and thirst chains there. Alright, so we're full and slaked again. Focus is good. Sun's about to go down, but I think I'm going to call the episode right there. So, we definitely got some things accomplished. I got all the inventory resorted up to this area. Just need to sort them into piles for a little easier reference. Got the solar car up here. We didn't do any work on our vehicle, but we got things figured out pretty well. Our food supply's taken care of for a little bit, and we've got a little more over there that we could go grab as needed. Yeah, so we had a good episode. So, glad we got all that done. Now we can move on to some more interesting stuff. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and you'll join me for the next episode and the other series that I'm producing. As always, hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons. They do help out quite a bit for a growing channel like mine. And I am doing live streams over on Twitch, so if you haven't visited me over there to watch, please do. And Also, I've got a Discord channel linked in my social media contacts below. Let everybody know there what I'm up to and what I'm planning, and we talk about the various games, and we'd be happy to have you there as well. So, hope to see you in the next episode. Have a great day. Bye-bye.